Today we will learn about the balanced drought. So firstly we need to know why the need of the balanced drought is required, and it is always preferred to use a combination of forced drought and induced drought instead of forced and induced drought alone. If forced drought is used alone, then furnace cannot be opened either for firing or inspection, because the high pressure air inside the furnace will try to blow out suddenly, and there is a every chance of blowing out the fire completely and furnace stops. And if the induced drought is used alone, then also furnace cannot be opened either for firing or inspection, because the cold air will try to rush into the furnace as the pressure inside the furnace is below atmospheric pressure, and this reduces the effective drought and dilutes the combustion. So firstly we discuss about the main components of balanced drought and how these are attached with each other. This is the blower that is connected with the boiler, and it is the grate and furnace inside the boiler, and again from the boiler there is a pipes supply to the economizer, and this economizer that is attached to the air preheater. And again, as like in induced drought, here is the blower after air preheater, and this blower that is located near the base of the chimney or stack. So now with the help of the arrow we can see how the air and the flue gases that are flowing in the balanced drought. So these are the direction of the arrows of the air that is flowing through out whole the system, and finally goes out to the atmosphere or exhaust through the chimney or stack. And now we will discuss about the working of the balanced drought. As the boiler starts to rotate, then air that enters into the boiler furnace through the at the grate, and one thing is need to know the pressure of air below the grate that is above atmospheric, and it helps for proper and uniform combustion. And from here it passes through the furnace, and from furnace these are the flue gases that are entered into the economizer and air preheater, and with the help of blower this goes out to the atmosphere. So the pressure of air above the grate that is below atmosphere, and it helps to remove the exhaust gases as quick as possible from the combustion zone. So the two main difficulties which are induced in forced and induced drought that are need to rectify. So to overcome both the difficulties mentioned in forced and induced drought, a balanced drought is always preferred, and the balanced drought is a combination of force and induced drought. The forced drought overcomes the resistance of the fuel bed, therefore sufficient air is supplied to the fuel bed for proper and complete combustion, and the induced drought fan removes the gases from the furnace, maintaining the pressure in the furnace just below atmosphere. So this helps to prevent the blow of flames when doors are opened, as the leakage of air is inward. So whole arrangement of this balanced drought that is shown in this video, and the working, and the pressure inside the furnace is near atmospheric. So therefore there is no danger of blowout of the flames, or there is no danger of in rushing the air into the furnace when doors are opened for inspection. So this is the, and as we know need to know whole working, how it is different from forced and induced, and how it is the combination of both force and induced drought. So this is most preferably used balanced drought. So today we have learnt the main components and working of the balanced drought in this video. Subscribe to get more updates and more video on mechanical topics and Universe 22. You may like and share among your friends and students. You can ask your queries by commenting. You can give your suggestions if required. Thank you. Have a nice day.